What I enjoy most about hosting volunteers at MetroCrest is that I get to be around some of the most fantastic people in our community. It takes so many hands, it takes so many hearts to do the job. It's a very humbling experience.
I think what I enjoy the most about having volunteers at MetroCrest is being able to see people who also have a heart for service, who want to make a difference in the community, seeing their enthusiasm, working alongside them, seeing that can do and will do anything attitude, because they know that their work has impact. And it inspires me to see them doing the work that they're not getting paid for. They do it because they have a heart for service.
When volunteers come in, they bring a great energy into the resale store. There's an enthusiasm there.
I think what I love about volunteers at MetroCrest is they really come in with their own passion and they really fuel staff to be able to do better.
You know, MetroCrest Services depends on volunteers. We have for 50 years and they really run a lot of our programs. We would not have a summer feeding program. We would not have a holiday program. We cannot deliver meals to seniors at lunch. We cannot provide rides to the doctor. We depend on volunteers to make absolutely sure that we can meet our mission of providing independence and self-sufficiency for those in our community. When the pandemic hit in early 2020, we were really struggling. We worried, will we close or not? We depend a lot on volunteers to run all of our operations, especially the pantry operations, and we were determined we would not close even one day during the pandemic.
During the pandemic, in the early days, it was very difficult because we had to tell a lot of our veteran volunteers, hey, don't come. They were unfortunately in that vulnerable age range, but the community really stepped up, so we had a lot of younger volunteers come out, a lot of volunteers who'd never heard about us before.
During the pandemic, the pantry has had to adjust time and time again, and we really could not have done it without the volunteers.
Without volunteers, we would have no mission fulfillment. Our staff has definitely grown, but there's no way that we could, really touch the 750 families a week with the people who are coming to donate their items to the resale store, or even the people that are coming to shop. So without volunteers, there is no MetroCrest services.
I don't know what we'd do without volunteers. We really couldn't do what we do every day without their passion.
We could not serve the number of people that we serve without volunteers. MetroCrest has a small but mighty staff. We could not serve the numbers, and particularly during COVID.
If it weren't for the volunteers, all of you stepping forward and doing your part, we would not be able to do what we do.
Thank you, MetroCrest Services volunteers, for the past 50 years. We greatly appreciate your service.
Thank you, MetroCrest volunteers, for what you do every day, for the impact that you have. We appreciate you and couldn't do this work without you.
Thank you, MetroCrest volunteers.
Thank you, MetroCrest volunteers.
Thank you, MetroCrest volunteers.
Thank you, MetroCrest volunteers.
Thank you, MetroCrest volunteers. We couldn't do it without you.
Thank you.